Tattoos of memories and
This is the part
on
when it
track.
comes to recruiting
For
for cruise ships.
Um,
A lot of cruise lines actually hire hiring agents to do the recruiting for them instead of them recruiting, directly. So this is where I find it a bit difficult because most of the cruise lines, they often have like little career links that you could actually click and submit them to, but I'm not sure whether they will come back to you, but I did that anyway. So I also sent my resume to the hiring agents, one which reverted to me, but I did not reply because for that moment I sort of didn't know that it was an agent, and because it has like the word China in it, I was sort of worried that it could be like just for a China cruise line. So I sort of delayed my reply, and in the end I did not reply because I received an email from another cruise line. This is the cruise line that I'll be working for, and they actually have their own HR and their own regional office based in Singapore. So yeah, basically what I asked was whether the company has any vacancies for guest services or for retail, and he mentioned that they do have a lot of positions open for retail. And we scheduled an interview via Skype about a week after that, about a week or so. So that was the first point of contact I had. I was extremely lucky to have a reply coming directly from HR of the company. I would think that if it was through an agent, it'll be a bit harder for me because of the amount of competition, and plus I believe that one agent recruits for a lot of cruise lines, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But yeah, my experience went pretty well. I did the Skype interview with the HR, and about, I think it was like a Thursday or so, and just right after the interview he sent me like a few documents to fill up. Basically they are just like your personal particulars. There's like a little questionnaire because I was actually applying for a retail position. So it's basically based on like, there are like questions about sales and stuff. And right after I sent the documents back on a Monday, and I think about that week itself I got a reply, and I was scheduled for another interview. This time it was a phone interview with someone from the US. I think she just wants to sort of touch base and basically sort of see what I have to say about working there, because it went pretty okay. I had the interview in the morning, and I think after that, about a week after that, I got the confirmation that I will be getting the job. One thing is for sure is to you have to really be have the initiative to follow up with your HR or your agent, because they usually get a lot of a lot of applicants. So sometimes things might just get lost in the mail. For instance, right after the phone interview, I was just waiting for them to revert to me, and after a week I sent them a follow-up email just to check whether if it's good, if I got the job and stuff, because the person that called me from the US said that they will be in touch with me like 1 or 2 days after that, so it was pretty long to wait for a week. So what happened was actually the person in Singapore, the manning agent, sent the offer letter to another email. It's partially my fault because in my resume I did put that email in, but in my correspondence with the HR I used another email, so that's where the confusion was. But I'm pretty glad that I followed up and got it sorted. So yeah, I think the whole process of that, from the first interview to the second to getting the offer letter, took about 3 weeks, I would say 3 weeks, because my interview was on like a Thursday. I got the documents and forms done by Monday, and within that week itself I got scheduled for another interview on the second week, and plus the waiting for the additional 1 week, it was all about 3 weeks wait. Yeah, so right after that I got the offer letter, and that's where the super troublesome and super long but super necessary process starts.